Hey guys, so I know it's been so long since I've actually did a YouTube video, right? A YouTube update. Of any of the sort, right? I'm sorry. I have had a lot going on and I've been so mainly focused on Patreon myself that I really haven't had and been dedicating as much time to YouTube. And I'm sorry. A lot of people's like, we don't even do YouTube videos anymore. Where are your YouTube videos? So I'm doing one now. I was supposed to do a live stream on my YouTube for my Patreon, but for some reason we're having an issue this morning. Well, this afternoon, I'm sorry. And I've also been this morning doing a lot of tarot readings and doing that. So I've tapped into doing tarot readings as well as to my holistics. So girl got a lot going on, okay? So I'll probably start doing tarot readings on Patreon as well. That'll be like a whole separate thing, little treat if you're a part of my Patreon. Also, a lot of people are kind of confused about my Patreon, okay? And which tier you should use. If you're needing any type of form of a consultation, you need to choose either my $30 tier, which comes with one consultation a month, or my $60 tier, which comes with 3 consultations a month. However, I'm gonna just be honest, about to change that a tad bit with the $60 plan, because my consultations used to just be $30 for one consultation. So I will be doing another tier that's going to be a slight bit more expensive than the rest of them, but it's going to come with being able to get consultations with me, outside of hours. I already kind of do that with my $60 plan, but this will be an emergency one. Like, so if you need an emergency consultation and I'm not at work, so say, for example, you have a question at 1:00 in the morning, I'll be able to assist you with that. Or I'm just going to create a tier for an emergency consultation. Okay? You only need to book an emergency consultation if you just really, really, absolutely need me at an hour that I'm like, it's 1:00 in the morning and you're having an outbreak and you're just crying out of your mind because you don't know what to do, then you can get the emergency consultation, which is not really a consultation, but I'll be able to kind of assist you to help you somewhat calm down maybe, or just if you just need somebody to kind of talk to kind of help you through it or walk you through it, I'll be doing a separate tier for that. So that's going to be in addition to my plans, okay? So the $10 plan is if you just have one simple question that you need to ask. Rosalind. I'm sorry, my daughter's watching TV. If you just have one simple question you need to ask, then that is completely fine for the $10 plan. But do not come asking me for a consultation or you're asking me a lot of in-depth questions, right? That does not come with the $10 plan.
Oh, no.
That is the $30 or more. Okay? So y'all need to understand that. Because a lot of y'all will get on my Patreon and just add yourself to a specific tier that's not even included with what you need. Okay? The $20 consultation is if you have more than like one question, but you need a more in-depth answer. So, for example, if you have like 5 different questions, you need to do the $20 tier. If you just have one simple question you need to ask me and that's it, then that's fine. But the $10 plan does not include consultations. It don't include anything. And you just writing me a question, I'm answering it. That's it. But a lot of y'all have to understand me on the opposing side. People got to understand, I know this can get expensive, but at the same time, I put a lot of hard work and dedication into doing this. And I dedicate a lot of time into doing this. A lot of time. Y'all got to think the behind the scenes. I got to keep up with updated information about new herbs or different things that have been researched in the holistic community so I can update you guys. That takes up a lot of my time. Talking to people takes up a lot of my time. Doing videos like this take up a lot of my time. I'm off today. But think about it. I have a job and I also have a daughter on the side. So it's no more me just lowballing myself, allowing people to just run over me, and I'm not getting paid for it. I'm sorry. I got to get paid for what I'm worth at this point. It's not anything against y'all or anyone. It's just I lowball myself for a very long time and I no longer do that anymore. I just don't do that anymore. Okay? Also, things to remember. Use my previous YouTube videos if you can. A lot of people message me questions, and I don't like people to waste their money, right? I hate people to waste their money. If it's a question that I answered in a YouTube video and you just didn't wait long enough to watch it, I'm going to feel kind of bad like that I have to take money from you if you could have found this answer from my YouTube video for free. Because a lot of y'all will inbox me a question. I'm like, I'll go back to the YouTube video and I'll give them the timestamp of when they can watch it. And they'll be like, oh, I'm sorry. You know what? I didn't even see it. And I'm like, it's because I know the video is long and most people don't want to watch a video that long. I know that, but y'all got to understand when you're on a journey like this, it's time consuming. This is not something that's wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. And a lot of y'all have that mentality where you want it to be wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. And that's not the case. There's no wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. There's no wham, bam, thanking you, ma'am, with this. This takes time, dedication, and patience. I'm glad I said the word patience, okay? A lot of y'all are stressing yourself beyond compare to get this done. You cannot do that. This is not something you can stress. Stress feeds outbreaks without food. You don't need to eat nothing. You can just cause yourself to have an outbreak from simply just stressing. So when y'all go through a cure process, what do you think you're doing to yourself when you stressing? Do you think you helping yourself cure it or reverse it? Or do you think that you just keeping yourself stagnant? A lot of y'all get to a point where you're doing well and then you get to a stagnant space. You know why? Because a lot of y'all will start stressing. It's going well, but I'm not cured yet. And then y'all start reverting back into old habits that is not good. Okay? So when you're trying to heal yourself, you need to make sure that you're not stressing and you're having a positive outlook. Also, a lot of y'all know my rules. If you're a person that is not even remotely ready for a cure process or a heal process, I should say, then I'm not going to help you. I can't. Because you're not in the correct mental state for me to even help you. You're not even in the correct mental state to even help yourself currently. Now, we can talk and I can get you to that point to make you realize that this is possible. I can get you to that point for you where you are ready. But I'm not going to sit here and waste your time or my own when you're not ready. You have to be ready for something like this. You have to be mentally ready because this type of process can mentally break anybody, even the strongest people, because it's so hard to do and it's so difficult to do and it's so aggressive. Okay, so I need people to understand that. All right, y'all follow me? So make sure you understand that when you're going through this type of process. Okay, you have to be positive and maintain that positive outlook and maintain that positivity. I can feed it to you all day to remain positive. I can feed it to you all day to remain good. But you have to feed it for yourself. That's why I posted my most updated test results on my Patreon. If you're on my Patreon, a lot of people are like, well, I want to see your most updated test results. I got tested last month. It's a negative still on there. Okay? So I post I get tested still consistently. And people think I don't get tested anymore. I'm like, no, I still get tested just like everybody else. And I'm like, why? If you're right. I say, because that's what you should be doing. You're supposed to still. People think I'm negative. I just don't get tested anymore. No, I still get tested consistently. That's just something I'm big on doing. That's something I'm big on doing. I just get tested all the time, okay? Also, a lot of y'all have to remain in reality, okay? Because I want people to understand, I don't sell pipe drinks. That's something I'm not going to do to you. I'm not going to tell you you're going to complete this in 30 days. It's possible. Yes, But is it guaranteed? No. There are people that take 6 months. There are people that take 8 months. There are people that take a year. Okay? It just depends. Okay? Remember that. So now I'm getting into the questions that people have wrote me on my Patreon. My daughter, like, literally, I'm going to have to switch this because a lot of my holistic stuff was written in this. But, you know, when you have a child, this is what they do. They do stuff like this in your books. Okay? So, the question number 1. Y'all know, anybody who knows me and remembers me from Facebook or knows or has been following me for a while knows I am against you taking anything that is not Dr. Sebi or herpes anti-approved. What I mean by herpes anti is something that herpes doesn't like. Okay? So I don't approve of anything you taking that's going to feed the virus. Okay? So if it's not natural, am I going to allow you to take it? No. So one person asked me, can I take a petamine while on the diet? Absolutely not. A petamine is a vitamin-based. It's made in a factory. It is not made from plants. So I am not going to allow you to take it on your cure process. Absolutely not. You cannot. Dr. Sebi doesn't even approve you taking macaroon. So if he doesn't approve you taking macaroon, then why would you be approved of taking a petamine? No, you're not allowed to take that on diet. 2, how can I keep my weight up? I've told people this. You're going to lose weight on this type of diet because you have to take into consideration you're not feeding yourself anything that's going to cause you to have, how can I say this in like a nice way? Junk. You're not feeding your body junk. Junk will make you keep weight on you. It will, especially if you feed yourself nothing but negative stuff. It's gonna feed it still. Okay, but keeping your weight up. Look up omega-3s that are Dr. Sebi approved. Okay, so a lot of people are scared to take avocados. Some people say they can't take them. Some people can. Okay, there are fruits. This is what I leave people to do their research on. There are fruits that can help you gain weight. Can anybody tell me some? That's in the comment section. Any vegetables that can help you gain weight? Tell me them in the comment section. Okay. So there are fruits and vegetables that you can eat to help you gain weight. Avocado is one of them. Avocado is actually a fruit, I believe. Surprisingly, I didn't know it was fruit for a long time. I was thinking, oh, it's a vegetable. I'm like, my friend was like, no, it's a fruit. I was like, what? What you mean? But I know I was still learning through my process too, honey. I was saying avocado was a vegetable, and then my friends was like, no. I was like, really? But yeah. If I have another health issue, can I just skip over it and do a HSV reversal? Diabetes, for example. Absolutely not. Your body, you cannot proceed to do a cure process if your body is out of whack. And anything that revolves around keeping your body regulated that's out of whack, you got to fix that first before you even get to HSV. You have to fix that first. You cannot start a HSV treatment if your body's out of whack. And what I mean by out of whack is you have some type of other health ailment that is going to cause you more problems and issues with HSV. Because if you have something like diabetes, that means something is not being regulated, right? You got to fix that first. Now, some herbalists say that they can fix diabetes and HSV at the same time. I'm one person that will want to fix the diabetes first, then HSV. That's just me, though. Now, if you want to choose to go to somebody else that is going to give you a treatment plan that you feel like is going to work together, then by all means do that. But I have a way that I do my stuff, and other herbalists have a way they do their stuff. If you don't like how I do mine, you can talk to someone else. I have no problem with that. I'm not mad at you. This is your journey. You personalize it and you make it what you want to be. Okay? How often to get tested while on a protocol? Most times you do it every 30 days. That's what any herbalist is really going to tell you. But If you're cool with going every 2 months, then fine. Now, testing regularly, whether you have a STD, STI or not. If you are with the same partner, right, and you two are in a relationship, then you get tested every 2 months. If you're not sexually active, you get tested every 6 months. If you are a person that's single but sleeping with multiple people, you're supposed to get tested after every new partner. That's just the standard. So keep that with you and take that with you and keep that as a mental note, okay? Ozone therapy or hydrogen peroxide method, it has worked for plenty of people. Ozone therapy, I definitely approve of. It actually, a lot of people, if they use it as suppressive therapy, it actually clears up their outbreaks much faster. And a lot of people with the ozone therapy that I notice, even if they just do it suppressively, it keeps their outbreaks away. So yes, I'm going to approve of anything that is going to help you reverse this. Ozone therapy has got a lot of positives. Even doctors talk about ozone therapy when it comes to herpes and how positive it is. Of course, doctors don't think that herpes is curable, but they do approve of it for aiding in helping keep herpes at bay. Okay. What can help me with lack of routine? Now, lack of routine is going to be something that's a personalized thing. When you really want to get something done, you're going to make sure you keep yourself focused. Whether that's setting alarm each time you have to take your herbs, whether that's changing your routine around aside from work, whether that's stop going out to eat with certain friends that you know you're gonna cheat. You are to make your journey. Okay, so that is something that I tell people on. The more serious about something you are, the easier it is to keep into a routine. Something I did, set alarms. I would take a notebook. I'll write down my stuff every day. But that's just because I was just very, very, very focused. One thing about a routine is you have to be focused. Okay? And you have to be and remember what you're doing is for. A lot of people, what helps them keep them in a routine is realizing where they want to be at their end goal. What is their end goal? If the end goal is for you to not have outbreaks, your end goal is for you to be healthy, then you're going to do whatever you want to do to get there. But you're going to make sure you stay focused on it. I can't make anybody stay focused. I can tell you all day ideas of how to stay focused, but if you don't do them, then it's null and void. Okay? Like I said, this is 90% mental for a lot of y'all. I tell y'all that all the time. This is a 90% mental thing. The food and everything else, that's only 10%. 90% mental though. The rest, the herbs and the food, I shouldn't say really 10%, okay? But you get what I'm saying? Keeping a positive mindset is what's really going to aid you, okay? I was kind of joking about the whole 10%, okay? Don't take that seriously. But I should say half and half, okay? 50-50. Your mental has to be with the diet. Or 100%. 100% to 100%. You got to put 100% dedication into doing your diet and your diet plan, and 100% in staying positive about it, okay? Just like people who believe in manifestation, you have to remain positive to get it done. Okay, can I take herbs on an empty stomach? If you're doing like some people that water fast, they take their herbs on an empty stomach. Yes. However, is it gonna make you go to the bathroom and make you sick? Absolutely. Absolutely. A lot of people a lot of herbalists talk about detoxification. But one thing I want y'all to remember is you need to detox every bodily system you have. A lot of people, when they're doing these detoxes, they completely forget about their lymphatic system. That is one of the most important systems to do a cure process. A lot of people wonder why their process, worked, but it came back. Did you clean your lymphatic system out? James Hill Diseases talks about this a great deal, of why it's important to cleanse the lymphatic system and make sure it's taken care of, right? He tells you, if you make sure that you cleanse and do a full body detox, including your lymphatic system, it will not return. That's on you, though. Okay? That's on you. It's on you. Remember that. It's on you. It's on you. 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 You know what I'm saying? You. Yeah, you. Okay? I want y'all to be as successful as you want to be. A lot of y'all go to different herbalists. Y'all feel like y'all apologize to me for going to talk to different people. I did the same thing. Why do some of y'all be so scared to offend? Why would I be offended on you doing what you need to do to handle your journey? I'm just here to aid you. You're doing it. I'm just a helping aid in the process. That's it. But people thank me all day. What are you thanking me for? For introducing you to the information? You're completely welcome. But why aren't you thanking yourself for being dedicated? You owe yourself more positivity than you owe me. That's just me being honest with you. Exactly. Remain positive, guys. Y'all got this. Y'all really do. I mean it. Y'all got this. Y'all got this. Remember that. Y'all don't do anything you put your mind to. Anything you put your mind to. Remember that. Y'all got this. Y'all do. I believe in everybody that comes to talk to me. Okay? I want y'all to all be successful. Don't think I don't. I do. I want anybody that come talk to me. I'm more thankful for y'all believing in me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all giving me an avenue of a career to help you. Thank y'all. Because if it wasn't for nobody else, if it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't have a business at all. So I'm more thankful for y'all than y'all for me. And of course, it's not all about money for me. Everybody anybody who knows me knows that. I did this for free for almost a year. I didn't talk to anybody that needed me for a year for free. I just really started charging as of last year. I've only been on Patreon for a few months. Not long at all. Not long at all. Okay? So, keep your mental focus. Keep it. Keep that mental focus. I tell anybody, keep your mental focus. You got it. So don't sit there and distract yourself and make you believe that you can't do it. You can do anything you put your mind to. And a lot of y'all that talk to me about becoming herbalists, do it. If this is what you really want to do, just like I'm tapping into doing tarot readings and stuff. This is something I've been intuitive for as long as I can freaking remember since I was a kid. I've always been able to pick up on things here without a lot of people in life. I used to let people BS me, right? Because I wasn't listening to my intuition. Now that I listen to it, I keep myself out of a lot of situations. I mean, I stumble with it sometimes, especially when it comes to relationships. If I love a person, I stumble with listening to my intuition, especially if it's going to give me an outcome that I don't want to deal with. I stumble with it still. But I'm learning to not do that anymore myself. But keep focused. Okay? You got it. I'm telling you. You got this. Okay?